everybody, it's Dandruff with your news cartridge for Monday, January 22nd, 2018. Welcome to Monday, everyone, and today we are going to talk about loot boxes and Dragonball FighterZ. And I'm going to preface the story by saying it is okay, based on that information alone, to go out and buy Dragonball FighterZ. That isn't to say the game still can't be shit when it releases later this week on Friday, January 26th. These boxes, by the way, do not contain just a single item, but a collection of different currencies, skins, and emotes, similar to what you would see in a game like Overwatch. But Dandruff, you don't like loot boxes and have always been against them. What gives? That is because, as of the time of writing and filming this, Dragonball FighterZ's loot boxes are not purchasable with real-world currency. But that isn't to say they still can't be put in, and if anything, it's extremely easy to do so because those boxes are already there. But there's an interesting notion, one that I was discussing earlier on my Discord today, about what to call these things. Do we call them loot boxes, or chests, or random chance boxes? And honestly, I don't care. A rose by any other name would smell just as sweet, and for this case, if we had to make a distinction, I would call them not paid for loot boxes. So, can you spot the difference between paid for loot boxes and these not paid for loot boxes? Fun. Random loot in boxes that do not cost real money is pure fun. However, if Bandai Namco does enable microtransactions, I will be sure to update you and of course take back everything I have said because it no longer applies. And speaking of taking things back, our good friends Konami have made a statement regarding Metal Gear Survive, saying there will not be loot boxes or pay-to-win microtransactions of any kind. Konami, could you just make up your damn mind? Listen, I don't think anybody's going to care if there's microtransactions in your game or not. And hell, I don't think anybody's going to care if it's pay to win or not, because you guys are just that shitty of a company. Moving on to release announcements, with Rust leaving Steam's Early Access program on February 8th, and the developers have warned that the price will increase from $19.99 to $34.99 US. SteamWorld Dig is coming to Nintendo Switch on February 1st to Nintendo's eShop. Rare and Microsoft have announced Sea of Thieves beta will take place between January 24th and the 29th, and if you want to sign up, there is a link down below. Up next, Ubisoft has revealed the PC requirements for Far Cry 5, which can also be found in the description down below, and if you need help figuring out if your system can run Far Cry 5, just leave your PC specs in the comment section down below, and I will help you out. Moving on from there, modders have been able to get PlayStation 2 games running on a PS4. But before you bust out your old discs, it should be noted that these are played from captured ROMs, not the discs themselves, and it's only possible by bypassing any DRM checks, meaning this software is nowhere near legal. Personally, I would love it if I could play my PS2 games on my PS4. It means I might actually turn the damn thing on for a change. From there, we unfortunately move on to Bob Wakelin, who has passed away. If you're unfamiliar with his name, you may recognize his art from games like Contra, Operation Wolf, and Whizball. He did a lot of the art for what we think of as classic games from the 80s. Mr. Wakelin, you will be missed. Respectfully moving on, the creator of Sonic, Yugi Naka, has started working for Square Enix, and indeed will be working on game development. He made the announcement earlier today via Twitter. And then a little update on the story from Friday about VR Chat, a popular free-to-play game on Steam. The chief creative officer for VR Chat responded by saying that he is not surprised by how well the community acted, given that he's seen it happen in the past, but he is confused as to why someone who suffered from seizures was wearing a full-body tracking suit. Just a reminder, Drunken Unicyclist, the person who had the seizure, does not have epilepsy or a history of seizures. Finally today, let's talk about GameStop and their UK equivalent game, because both have partnered up with Sony to start producing, and I'm not making this up, Totaku. These are the Sony equivalent to Nintendo's Amiibo, and the initial run seems to be filled with classic characters like Crash Bandicoot, Kratos from God of War, Sackboy from Little Big Planet, and they include terrible characters like Parappa the Rappa. These figures go on sale starting March 23rd, but there's something I'd like to point out. It's kind of clear to me that GameStop's business model is in the toilet, because not only have they discontinued their game rental service and have not replaced it or fixed it or anything, it just seems to be done. But now they've resorted to the same tactic Nintendo did when they were trying to increase revenue from things that weren't necessarily video games. Maybe it's just my distaste for GameStop, but it really does feel like a stretch for their business model, considering if Sony wanted to do this, they could have done it all by themselves just like Nintendo did. One more quick thing before we go. How about these officially licensed Nike and Sony PlayStation shoes? I have to admit that I'm not really a big sneaker fan, but these things are gorgeous. There's no pricing information or release information, but if you do get them, it will make you better at games like Horizon Zero Dawn, Persona 5, Gravity Rush 2, and any other PlayStation exclusives. For legal reasons, I have to say that it won't actually make you better at video games. I know I don't have to say that, but it's funny. Welcome to the end of the show, which means it's time for tomorrow's game releases. For PC, Iconoclasts, Wangan Warrior X, Seasons Beatings, Staxel, My Time at Portia, Rail Recon, Endlessness, Lost Sphere, Super Slime Arena, Missing Road, and Real Shot. For PlayStation 4, Iconoclasts, Lost Sphere, OKKO, Let's Play Heroes, The Impatient, The Aquatic Adventurers of the Last Human, and Assassin's Creed Origins, The Hidden Ones DLC. For Xbox One, OKKO, Let's Play Heroes, and Assassin's Creed Origins, The Hidden Ones DLC. For Nintendo Switch, Lost Sphere, and Shoe. For PlayStation Vita, Iconoclasts. Thank you very much, everybody. This has been News Cartridge. I am Dandruff. I will see you tomorrow. And Rick Ashley will let you borrow any movie from his Disney collection. Except Up. He's never going to give you Up. Oh, yeah, it's a great show. Thank you for watching my show, everybody. Hit the like button if you like my show. Hit the dislike button if you did not like my show, but either way, it helps me out. Social media links are over here, and click up here if you want to watch the bonus cartridge for today's episode. Click down here to watch Friday's episode, which was about, VR chat, banning unofficial versions, and click over here to subscribe to my wonderful channel. Thank you. See you tomorrow.